Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, Fanking, mytown, your town, conspiracy, hat, cat, and the ball bag.
That was good.
Thank you, Mun. I think I forgot one.
That was concise. We had great feedback saying the last Unicorn Circuit from last week, which could have been 2 weeks ago for all we know.
It actually was last week.
Was very fun. And that's good because this is fun.
Is it? Was it fun?
I think it's
what
fun.
happened, Mun? I have a good time.
I think we talked a lot of shite. I think we also talked about Mighty Car Mods episodes and stati of builds, which we are going to fill you in a bit this week because stuff's also happened in the 8 days since we saw you last.
The main thing that happened is Marty putting the wrong wastegate spring in his Levorg build.
That's one of 3 conspiracies we're talking about today, people.
Today we've got a special. There's a Mighty Car Mods conspiracy that has been floating around on the internet.
It's not MCM tax either.
We thought we wouldn't talk about it. Like the last couple of weeks we've spoken and we thought, well, let's not give it air. Today we're just going to go there.
We need to address it.
We need to address it. You know, there's nothing worse than the YouTuber. We're addressing the drama.
And the drama is that their cat shat on their house. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's some drama that's not actually a drama.
Addressing
the
the
supercar
drama.
was actually rented.
Hey guys, this thing happened and I'm going to tell you about it, but make sure you wait till the end of the video. Anyway, we're going to tell you about that conspiracy at the end of the video.
But before that, get yourself, rhymes with cat, get yourself a Mighty Car Mods hat, and for a limited time only, Unicorn Circuit viewers only, you will get a deck of playing cards. MCM playing cards with some of our favourite builds on the cards. They're very cool, very unique. That's a very...
I might do one.
Way better than that one.
I might get one.
You need to.
Do you know what? Actually,
way better.
Can we just pop up a photo real quick of what it'll actually look like?
It's actually nice. It's actually nice.
And right now, but for a limited time, you will get this for free.
That's right.
See?
And those ones particularly are flex fit, genuine flex fits, and they are embroidered and produced here in Australia.
Yours will be brand new.
It'll be brand new.
It won't be 10 years old.
So, get one. They're
do
awesome.
it. That'll be great. Martin, let's just...
we like to look after unicorn homies.
Are you ready, Martin?
Yep.
I'm going to hold the tip. There you go. Get into the news. Welcome to the news, your weekly dose of car news, really the only place you need to go for all of your car entertainment. People, if you didn't already know, well, for a little while it felt like Diesel was dead. And then Diesel came back, and then Diesel was dead again, and then Diesel came back. But now, Volvo, they've just produced their very last Diesel car. It was their big one. That's called the big one.
Like an X90 or something? Is that what they call them?
C90.
Or is that a Mazda? Same.
That's a CX90, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's a CX9.
Yeah.
I probably should know that.
They always say 90. Is it because they've got 90 litres of boot space or 900 litres or they seat 9 people? No.
I don't know,
It's just numbers.
But Mazda has a lot of 5s.
Which manufacturer
and
do you reckon
7s
has the best numbering system? I would argue BMW is one of the clearest.
The worst.
It's a 3 Series or 1.8. 318.
No. Because the more
Mercedes
numbers...
C300.
The more numbers... I thought with BMW, the more numbers, the shitter it was. Because M3 is better than the 3 something. And then there's the 335i X-Drive.
Oh, yeah. What's the one that everyone likes at the moment that's like a Golf? What's that called?
That's an A? No, they don't like that one.
Why?
Because it's 4-cylinder all-wheel drive and it replaced the rear-wheel drive. It replaced the 6-cylinder rear-wheel drive one. It's a 3... I love BMWs. Aren't you happy? Look in the comments. Everybody's writing it right now. Anyway, people don't like the new X-Drive one because they think that it's not as good as the old one was. Anyway, people, Volvo have just made their last diesel car. It's an XC90. That's their big family car. It's in blue, Martin's favourite colour for a vehicle, and his balls. And the funny thing is, it's not for sale. Is it, Martin?
What do you mean? You can't buy it?
Your balls.
No,
they're not for sale. No, it's not for sale. Do you know why? And this is just an allegory for what's happening to diesel.
A what?
An allegory.
Is that like a crocodile?
It's
an allegory.
It's analogous to technology.
Analogous.
Analous.
No, that's analogous.
You're an analyst.
Oh, Jesus. That's a
Martin.
I'm not.
It's a story, Martin.
Luckily, this bit got cut.
Anyway, it's going straight to a museum. They're not even selling it. They're just going, hey, here's the last diesel car, Pete Diesel.
Can you imagine?
Don't actually sell it.
Can you imagine waking up one day and being like, I might go look at a Volvo SUV in a museum today?
Well, that's
like, if you are doing that, you are absolutely wearing cardigans, anoraks, scarves, you drink a lot of tea. You're probably a very interesting person.
What's an anorak?
An anorak?
Yeah.
That mad band that you like.
It's a good band, but what is an anorak? Is that what other
Isn't it
people
like
call a raincoat?
Isn't it like a raincoat thing?
Is it?
Yeah, but they call people anoraks, don't they?
Do they really?
Yeah, like
I've
you're an
never heard that
anorak.
before.
Like I think it means you're like boring. I don't
You're
know.
the kind of guy that wears a raincoat. Is that what that means?
In the shower.
Wow, I've never
Speaking
heard
of-
that before. Anyway, so basically
What are we
Volvo's planning on going electric only by 2030. Every time
Surprise,
I've read that
surprise.
saying, or that statement, I'm like, that's ages away. That's not ages away.
No.
That's 5 years away.
Yeah.
And for you to be selling electric-only cars in 2030, don't you need to be making them in like 2 to 3 years' time?
You would have
Doesn't take
designed
that
it
long.
today. So the car that people are buying in 2030 probably got designed around now.
Yep.
Around the tech that's available now. And let's be honest, the battery tech is not making leaps and bounds. It's slowly improving and iterating, but it's not like anyone's got, wow, battery, 4,000 Ks range.
Yep.
The second they do, it's on. It's on, people. The batteries are just not there yet. The motors are good. They're efficient. The smarts that control it is excellent. Like owning and driving an electric car is generally a good experience if you don't need to drive a long way all the time every single day.
Martin.
Got access to solar charging, blah, 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 rain fingers. My point is, it's just not, no one's made any big leaps and bounds, man.
Why don't we very quickly joke off together a quick... It has to be electric car related. You have to make them up yourself.
But you're really good at joking off.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. I haven't had as much practice as you have lately. I'm going to go first. Did you hear about the man that? Did you hear about the man that pulled out his LS engine and electrified his car? His friend said, "What's he talking about?"
Oh, what's he talking about? What's an electric car owner's favourite Olympic sport?
Long distance charging.
Pole vaulting.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
Why couldn't the woman fill up her car with electricity at the fueling station?
Why?
Because they said we don't take that currency.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
See?
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's good for the literally 3 people who are left.
All right.
Who are prepared to...
Don't worry about YouTube's bloody retention algorithm.
It's not that. It's just that these jokes... They're...
Really? You got one more.
You think they're good?
No. No,
I
I
don't
think
know.
they're
I've got
reasonable.
another
You
one.
got something else?
Um,
Did you hear about the car that tried to fly, but it actually only went backwards because it went to the wrong terminal?
oh, yeah, that's good.
See?
Yeah, because you flipped the polarity. Yeah, that was good.
Are we wasting the internet
God,
again?
we're wasting internet so
I'm
bad.
so sorry.
Should we talk... Have you got any more car news that's not Mighty Car Mods?
I do.
Anything important we need to know?
I do.
What do we need to know?
The last thing you need to know is Volkswagen have listened all the beta testers that got the Mark 8 and then told everybody that they weren't happy with the buttons.
No, the lack of buttons, right?
Has been heard, and the new, what they're calling an 8.5, but it's, why didn't you do this? The savage response from the whatever. I don't know why they do that, but apparently it's called the Volkswagen Golf 8.5. It's a midlife cycle update, sharper eye look on the headlight things, and they put buttons back on the steering wheel. I think everyone knew this was going to happen, but now some pictures have actually come out. And I didn't have a massive problem with that part myself, even though a lot of people did. But what I didn't like was that the volume slider was not back illuminated, nor were the temperature controls.
Nice, you can
and
see
someone
that.
at Volkswagen has said, hey, maybe at night time people need to adjust those things. So they've backlit them. And I gather they'll probably go to the tune, or page up, and give it a bit more power.
I guess so. It's the same metal. Like
Yeah, it's the same thing.
What, really? You're just adding half a pound of boost and everyone goes, whoa!
Yeah.
Makes 418 brake horsepower instead of 410.
And hopefully you can finally switch off that convenient exit function.
God, that was
that
horrible.
as soon as you turn the car off, crushes the person behind you on the driver's seat.
Way
I'm
less
going to
knee
link
surgery.
up to, they'll put a link below. Basically, as you open the door, the driver's seat goes back. If someone's sitting there, child, adult, doesn't matter, too bad. If they're in the way, they get crushed. In the menu, you can turn it off. And when you go to turn it off, it says this function is not available in your country.
So it's purposely trying to kneecap Aussies.
I think so. Something strange about that.
So in Mighty Karma's news, there's been a few builds that have been taking place, some of which we have been sharing with you, some of which we will share with you soon. Springgate, though.
Springgate.
Hashtag Springgate, people.
Is it Springgate or is it Gate Spring?
Well, it's either way, something happened. So I took the Levorg back. A little while ago, I changed the turbo on the Levorg. I'd planned to do it for quite a while.
We've been talking about doing this
We've been
for
talking about it
ages.
for a while because it's like, absolute monster on the street, made nearly 600 horsepower, I think, with the turbo that we put on it. Turns out that turbo was a little bit too big. Specifically, the rear housing was a bit too big, meaning the engine could breathe really well. It would make lots of boost, but it took a lot of revs to do so.
Too big for drivability.
Too big for drivability. It's a good way on a stock engine to sort of preserve the engine because all the power comes on late when there's lots of revs. Peak torque is what breaks engines. And peak torque coming on low down in the revs particularly breaks engines. It's why V8s with lots of torque and capacity feel really grunty. You know that word grunty where it's just like, you nail it, it goes. Turbo cars, you don't really think about that. You usually think about having lag. More modern turbo cars with small turbos don't have it, but they tune very specifically to be able to do that. The Levorg was too laggy for the street, meaning your speeds were just too high. When you got on boost, it's just too fast. So change the turbo. I had 3 to choose from. 1 or 2 of which I already had sort of lying around for other projects, and there was a small, medium, large being the one that was on there. I chose the medium one. I got the numbers wrong. Actually, my original turbo is a 6262G, and I ended up going 5862 with a smaller rear housing. The result was fascinating. Click the thing if you want to have a look at that video right now to see what went down. Basically, went to the dyno with Scotty Tuning Fork, and we just did a real heavy dyno session to get the car dialed in, and it made more power way earlier, like comes on in the 3s instead of the 5s. Starts to really come on boost, you can feel it spool up.
The power
band. So that power band's dangerous in terms of you can break your engine with that, but on the street it feels absolutely way better than it ever has before. So, but the gate scandal...
he'll tell you in 1 second. BMW 335i was a turbocharged 3-litre inline 6.
Yeah.
So that's the one people liked. Was the new one's a 2-litre one, which is the X-Drive all-wheel drive one.
Oh, so the new one's like the Golf, and that was like the cool rear-wheel drive twin turbo thing.
I think so.
Okay.
The BMW people will be letting us know. So Martin, a couple of people in the comments, and by a couple, about 50,
easily,
had said that you got the spring incorrect.
So I spoke about changing the wastegate spring to try and bring the
Why did you get it wrong, Martin?
Base boost pressure up. So before the boost controller starts to bleed off pressure and make more boost, it should always get to 17 pounds. That's what I was aiming for. Before it was set to 15. It was a little low. We couldn't quite get to 30. This time I knew we'd be trying to get that, so I purposely put a slightly heavier spring in the wastegate. I was talking about it on camera and I was kind of showing where it goes, but then it looks like in the video that I put the original spring back in.
Scandal.
I in fact didn't, because it absolutely has 17 pounds of bait pressure. We know that from the dyno.
But there's a shot that you can actually see the old spring.
If you look really carefully, in the background of a shot, you can see that the old spring that's sitting there is
Scandalous.
in fact a smaller spring. And when I close up the gate, it's because there's 3 circles, the outer, middle and inner. To get 15 pound, you put 10 in the outer and 5 in the inner. To get 17, you put 10 in the outer and 7 in the middle. And I've lost a few of you. Basically 17 pounds, that's definitely what went back into it. We put on the dyno, it made about 450 kilowatts, which is just shy of 600 horsepower. I think like 592 horsepower, something crazy like that. It's awesome on the street. It's everything I could possibly have hoped for that car. And that car is basically done now. Built engine, really good transmission, fast. I'm going to take it to the drags at some point and see what it does. I reckon in the 11s, probably comfortably. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, a good result. Check it out on the main channel.
Mate. Come on,
it's
mate.
a somewhat nerdy video,
It's
and
going to be faster than
sometimes
that.
we like to pump out some nerdy videos because it's like it's the ends of our knowledge. It's where our knowledge stops, and then we have experts like
How
Tuning
dare
Fork.
you, Martin? Don't call it our knowledge.
The knowledge that collectively we all have in the room.
No, it's not.
When we have people like Tuning Fork
Oh,
and Turbo
why do you do
Yoda
that?
and
I'll
Dave
show
and
you how
other
it
people who
works.
are experts.
On the diagram, I go from here to here, and then Martin, I reckon, starts from there to there. And then Tuning Fork is the Venn diagram over half of Martin and then a little bit up there.
Oh, way more.
You and I don't do this, though.
Oh.
You're your own orbit. I'm a little Pluto over here going, why don't I get a reach around? And you're just up here faffing around with the other planets.
Anyway, I really like
something.
learning from people like that. If you'd like to learn too, check out the video on the main channel. Very happy with the car.
It's a good video.
It's a good
Lots of
result.
nerdy
And also,
content.
this build's been going for like 18 months.
Yes.
So it's nice that after all that time, effort, cost, people coming and giving me a hand, the car's actually finished. I'm very, very, very happy about it. It's nice to have one finished and working.
Last week on the show, we did do probably the biggest call out we've done yet. As you know, sometimes on the show we call out different companies just to see if they're listening. Boost Juice returned our call.
I did get a
Domino's
drink.
returned our call.
I did get a
Snickers
pizza.
returned our call.
I had a Snickers.
Chupa Chups.
Chupa Chups.
Chupa Chups, I found out it's pronounced.
Okay, Chupa
apparently.
Chups, good.
Chupa Chups. They sent us this because we said, why don't you send us some a Chupa Chup? They sent us
And they sent us 100 of them, which did fill it. Except now,
there's a lot less.
like, I haven't had one.
I don't know. I haven't had one yet. But anyway, they sent us that. And then last week we decided to go all out and we asked the Coca-Cola company or their parent company or someone, Why don't you send us a weird drink that we can try? Something a little bit weird, like a grape thing or something fancy. We have not heard back from them.
Just checking.
They are the first company so far that has not gotten back to us. I know there's people out there watching that work for this company or their affiliates. I suggest you let them know that we're asking, please, for an interesting drink. Otherwise, all 38 people that watch this show will probably be disappointed.
I'm just looking at the list. VPN, ball shaving, hair regrowth, VPN, some game, iPhone game, VPN. That might sound like the kind of ads that you're seeing a lot over YouTube, and there's a reason, because they just scattergun everyone. They spam everyone and be like, can you talk about our thing for 60 seconds at the start of the thing and we'll give you $2,000?
$2,000?
Is that how much?
Well, hit reply and say yes, please.
On Unicorn Circuit?
No,
VPN. I don't want to talk about a VPN.
No, I don't want to either. I'll do it for $1,000. All right, all right, people. Next up, is it even legal? Is it even legal is the section of this show where we check to see if things are even legal.
We do. It's accurate.
Martin,
Yep.
Do you like cars?
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
Martin, do you like... Are you allowed to say a snowman now?
Do I like snowmen?
A person?
Snow persons?
Do you know what we're allowed to call them now?
Snow thems.
Really?
Snow thems.
But how often did you pull the carrot out of its nose and stick it where its penis was meant to be when you were a kid?
I've never even thought of that. That's quite funny.
I've never done it either.
Yeah, but...
And I'm assuming that this one has a carrot penis.
Okay.
Just for the sake of today's conversation, okay?
Oh, my God.
Carrot penis. Martin, do you like a carrot penis on a snow person?
What do you want?
Say yes.
Yeah, it's great. It's funny.
Do you like cars?
Yep.
That is illegal, Martin.
What do you mean?
It is illegal in Tasmania to build a snowman on your car.
Actually, what's that got to do with the penis?
No, nothing.
What? The whole thing I thought was going to be about a carrot cock.
No, because it's a snowman. The actual law is for a snowman.
Oh, so it's got to have the append.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to call it a snowman and have someone upset and say you should have called it a snow person.
Sorry for any parents who are watching with their kids, because I don't know
what I'm saying is if it has a carrot for a penis, I can fairly call it a snowman.
A snow woman or a snow whatever they want to be.
They're not even gendered, are they?
I don't know what to say. Anyway, they're usually made of lots of different balls, right? Like you do a big ball and a smaller ball, sometimes another smaller ball on top.
Yes,
and it's a matter of which ball you put the carrot in.
Correct.
Top ball or bottom ball?
And what I'm saying is that in Tasmania, which is a small country below Australia, it's illegal to build one. It's actually illegal to build one on your car.
Beautiful. Why do so many people move there and then move back though? Taswegians? You've been asked. Why?
My family's from there.
But they're not there anymore.
No, they're not.
See?
But some of them are still there.
Why does everyone go there and be like, Tassie's the best, and then they leave?
I want to shout out to all my family that are in Tassie.
Why do they leave?
Probably disown me because of this show. But you know who you are. How you doing? How are you? Martin, that's the laws. What do we got now? It's time for the...
It's time for...
Are we doing the conspiracy?
Yeah, we've got to get to them because they're beefy this week.
MCM, Mighty
Oh, there's more than that one. There's two.
Mods.
This week
conspiracy. No, you go.
This week,
we have
this
two.
Week,
so you do one.
This week
and then actually
on
rock, paper, scissors,
tinfoil
for
hat
who goes
shot.
first? Yeah? Scissors, paper, rock.
What?
I don't know. Because I always do scissors.
So last week on the Unicorn Circuit, which could have been 3 weeks ago,
it was
for all we
last
know,
week.
I don't know. I have no idea. Too much has happened. My car went fast. We spoke about the conspiracy about airline food. We spoke about
the truth is his car. Let's tell him the truth. Your car blew up.
The other one.
And you spent the last 4 days trying to fix it.
I did.
And I tried to help you with some of it, and then I was like, I'm tired, and you're like, I'm not going anywhere, and then I found you curled up in a ball.
Yeah, we blew it up on the dyno and then fixed it.
Yeah.
You'll see soon enough. Anyway, we spoke
about...
We're
working on that this morning.
We spoke
I can
about
tell you he
airline...
stinks. Do you know why? There's another car.
That's another one.
We're covered in petrol, and it went on my face. But I'm fine.
It actually, petrol just went everywhere. Petrol, mate.
Very stinky.
Anyway, we spoke about airline food and about nose sprays and about tracking and about salt and pepper and about the taste on airline food. That was full on. But it brings me to another conspiracy about airline food and where it's made. Now, why have you never actually seen it being made? How does it just magically show up in the airline? The smell sort of comes through the plane that you can't smell it that
No,
well
they-
anyway,
they-
and then all of a sudden,
they put it in the trolley.
the trolleys, which are in like basically giant ovens, and then they heat up the whole thing. But where's the slop inside the actual little trays come from?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. They have to deal with weight on planes. A lot of planes are at VTOL. Is that vertical takeoff? No, what is it? What's maximum takeoff weight? MTOW. That. Yes, did I just do an aeronautical thing? There's so many aircraft nerds out there going, well, actually, MTOW is not. VTOL's when it takes off vertically off an aircraft jet.
Do you know what, Martin? You and those people are not lame.
Thanks. Anyway, so...
Did anyone understand what I just said?
You and those
Does anyone
people-
know what a lamey is?
A lamey.
Do you know what a lamey is over there?
No.
No? Licensed aircraft maintenance engineer?
Sure.
Is it? Dude,
I know what a lamey is.
it's a license. That's the joke.
Yeah, that's not a very good joke. So because of MTOW, basically they can only have so much food on the plane. There's actually not enough food available and weight available to put food for every single person on the plane in one go. So how
That's
do we
not
get around
true,
this?
because everyone gets a meal.
Exactly, that's what I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this is the
Give me a
conspiracy.
chance to get
Sorry,
there.
dude.
So what happens is the reason they have first class, business class, and economy class is food
Oh, no.
distribution.
Oh, no,
so the
don't.
food starts at the front of the.
Don't do it.
Do you want me to tell people?
No, I remember now. Yeah, okay.
We've spoken about this at length.
Yeah, I know we have.
So
Okay.
if you've ever been in first
This
class,
is not a conspiracy, dude. This is just your theory.
it's not.
And you're putting it on this show to
not.
try and legitimise it.
I'm not.
Okay.
It's not my
Where's
theory.
your source material?
I'll show you in a second. It's on a really reputable website. It's really good. mytown.com. Anyway, so why are you laughing?
Oh, just... Okay.
So first class, I've never flown first class, so I don't actually know for sure, but I know a pilot, and he told me, he doesn't want to be named for obvious reasons, that first class meal is actual solid food. So that gets brought into the aeroplane, like a solid food. And then why do you think you can
can't
smell
do
the
it.
food, but it takes like an hour for the
can't
food to
say
get
it.
to you? Because they're cooking it up in first class in the oven. Everyone smashes it, can't really taste it. Then what happens
They get fed first.
What happens about 30 minutes later?
Oh,
And then,
dude.
what's the noise? Why do you think it has all that suction? Because it's got to get all the food out. Where does it go? Into a tap. Where's that tap? Business class. Then what happens? They get the little tray in business class. I've been business class once or twice, and they get a little tray. And they're like the ice cream yogurt machines.
It's been sanitised already? It's gone through a sanitisation process.
Yeah, absolutely, because otherwise you'd die.
And then they bleach it so it looks like
Bleach
eggs.
it so it looks like eggs. Why does everyone get served eggs? No one in first class gets served eggs, do
And
they?
they're always scrambled. They don't
Exactly,
look like
they're
eggs 'cause
always
it's
scrambled.
a scrambled
Why?
turd.
Because they just bleach it. They bleach it yellow. Then what happens about half an hour later in business class? Suction. Then what happens? There's more taps. Only in economy there's even more taps, and there's more of those trays. And if you've flown economy, which I have, maybe you have, I don't even know what it is. It's probably like, it looks like pasta sauce, because by then they've just like sprayed in a bunch of extra tomatoes and stuff into it, so it looks like food. Everyone munches it, munches it, munches it. Then what happens? You guessed it. Into the toilets we
There's
go.
nowhere else to go.
Next time your plane stops and you get off, have a look out the window. You know how they hold you up at the gate and don't let you off the plane? So you see the gate go up to the door, and then there's people talking through the doors, the intercoms and all. Why does it take 10 minutes? Look out the window next time. You'll see a truck with a giant hose. Into the truck. Where's that truck go? Tell you next time. Legitimately wasting internet. If there's no sound and we're not saying anything, we might as well turn the shit off. Have you got anything to add? Got a conspiracy? You're right. Do you need a chop chop?
Come on, man.
What?
Okay.
It's the plane theory.
No,
It's MTOW, dude. You know what happened in that whole?
MTOW.
You know what happened in that entire thing? The weight of the plane didn't change. Important, isn't it? Pilots saving
doesn't-
fuel. How do you
Martin,
save fuel? You save fuel. Less
it
weight.
doesn't change anyway, because whether a poo is inside of you or out of you, the plane still weighs the same.
But exactly, it still weighs the same. But you didn't have to load another 400 kilos of food on. You only needed 100 kilos of food. That food's gone through 4 different classes of people.
You-
And then it goes out into the thing, and I'll tell you where that goes next time.
okay.
It's the same 100 kilos of food instead of
I
400
know what you're going to
kilos
say,
of food.
though. It goes out into the truck and they refine it and turn it into caviar, and then the first class gets it next time. Dickhead. I had a really good one too.
Who likes plain food? Oh, didn't see any hands.
Well, you can't see it. I had a real conspiracy that was about the supercar YouTubers thing.
Next time?
Sure. All right. Next time. Okay, people, it's time for Fank of the Week. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it near your crotch.
Yes. It's that simple and complicated at the same time.
Thank you to Martin's plane centipede theory. I'm savagely cutting down my section.
Okay, good.
Of Fanking of the Week, and I've chosen 3 Fanks. I'm giving 2 of them sub-Fank of the Week, and 1 of them Fank of the Week.
Okay, cool. How many drum rolls is that?
I'm very, very happy with what we have as Fank of the Week today. I would say it's the best Fank of 2024.
No way.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
a big
good.
call.
It's very good. I can't believe that something so puerile and simple can still
have layers,
mutate and extend, and still be surprised. It can still surprise the Fank masters.
Yep, layers, people.
Who invented this thing. Now, Martin, first of all, let's just go straight into bone broth.
Nice.
Now, that's clever for a few reasons. You can work out why. Next up, second one.
Wait, stop. Why is it clever?
Bent.
Why is bone broth clever? Because there's bones?
No.
Why is it clever?
It's a Fank.
Yeah, but go back.
Okay.
Do we have the technology to go back?
Yep.
Bone broth. Is it because there's bones there? There's bones. Like meat bones. Is that why it's clever? You said it was the best of 2024. Or not this one?
We haven't got to that.
Oh, well, I thought that was the best one. I was waiting for the layers, man. You don't award it unless it's got layers.
I didn't award it. I said it was a sub-Fank.
Oh, that's a sub-Fank. I thought you made it like it was the best one of 2024.
No, you're about to see the best one.
Okay.
If you don't interrupt it anymore, you'll see the best one. But the reason that's because bone is...
No, don't explain it. You can't explain a Fank. If you can't, you have to explain it. It's not a thing.
That's true. That's just bent, thick and large, and I like that because it is bent the way that he's holding it.
Yeah.
But I'm now giving this next Fank of 2024. And we're only 4 months into 2024, which is actually shocking. We're also 4 months into 2024. I would like to see your Fanks. I'm saying this before we start. Put them on the Fanking group.
Yeah.
Search Facebook for Fanking.
We'll put the link.
You'll find it. Drum roll, please. Firm or soft, it's up to you. Oh. It's very good.
That is a good Fank.
It's very, very good.
It's not bad.
Well done. All right, Martin, what do we got?
We got mail bag.
Mailbag is the, we open stuff. You send us in. You can send us things to the Unicorn Circuit.
That's simple.
PO Box 475, Sydney Markets 2129. And I've got something that is from Love as Fiction Records from Matthew Tutt.
Ooh.
And this has come from Western Australia, which is, some people think all of Australia is just one place. And that's true, because it is, other than the Tasmania, the little country below us. But Western Australia is nowhere near us. No. It is 6,000 kilometres away, is it, Martin?
Yes.
It's a very, very long way away. Is Australia as wide as America is?
Landmass of like the North America part, not including Canada and Mexico, that bit. The like kind of similar landmass.
All right.
Heaps less people.
Martin, I've got a letter here. Dear Marty and Moog in the Unicorn Circuit, it's quite a long one. But it says, thanks so much for what you do making MCM the Unicorn Circuit. My favourite part of the day is when I can relax in the evening and put on some of your shows.
That's cool.
I started a passion project a few years ago. It's called Love as Fiction Records. We're based in Perth, where I've been carefully restoring, reissuing, licensing classic Australian albums on vinyl for fans.
Oh, that's cool.
Like you with your merch, I personally pack and send the records and tees myself. I've sent you 2 of my vinyl reissues. Ammonia Mint 400. This one's from Ammonia, a Perth band originally, and was released first in 1995.
That's cool.
And Big Heavy Stuff, Size of the Ocean. In 2001, it was nominated for an ARIA award. I reissued the album on vinyl for the first time, plus cassette, and there's only a handful of copies left. Thanks, so I hope you like them, from Matt. I'll try and do a mytown if I can, and you can check out Love as Fiction Records at loveasfictionrecords.com.au. There's also Instagram, and here they are.
That's cool.
Vinyl reissues.
That's a really clever idea. I'm so impressed by
That's actually
people's
really cool, man.
ingenuity for this sort of stuff, hey?
Yes.
And just actually going and doing it, because a lot of people can talk about it, and then some people actually do it, and it can take time and money and investment and effort and cost you. Yeah. But here we go.
And you know what's also important is some people, they look at records like they're a product, but there's a couple of guys on the back here, big heavy stuff, like here's the band. And certainly at the time of making this, it may have been an easy project, it could have been hard, but the thing is, it probably had a profound effect on them, their friends, their family. Making an album is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It was.
And particularly when you're working with different people. I mean, Marty and I have been working together for probably 20 years, on Mighty Car Mods for 16 years. There's a lot of different tastes, a lot of different things going on. When you got a band where there's like 4 people or 5 or 6, it's a lot of different personalities all coming into the mix. And the fact that they can get together and make a thing with their producers, with their engineers, that is excellent. But
and potentially for a long time, if you don't hit it big, you don't know how much to show for it in any like sort of tangible way.
Yeah.
But you also have a lot of experience, which is very, very valuable. This is a Bunsters. I feel like we spoke about hot sauce, and I feel like I've seen a message somewhere of someone saying, we're going to send you some hot sauce, and I'm pretty sure what this is. What's interesting about this, I'm pretty sure it's hot sauce, but on the back there's a quiz, and I'm going to give you the quiz. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
Take our How Aussie Are You quiz. Do you own a passport?
Yes.
Do you call it soccer instead of football?
Yes.
Do you say no wuck and furries multiple time a day?
Never.
Have you ever had a car crash with a kangaroo?
No.
Do you use yeah, nah as a full sentence?
Yes.
Do you know someone who's bitten by a snake, shark, crocodile, or kangaroo?
Of course.
Yeah, everyone does. So you got, how many of them did you get? 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
So if you say 1 or 2, you're a try-hard Aussie.
Oh, thanks
Probably
for
had
that.
your freckles and accent surgically removed.
Okay.
3 or 4, fairly Aussie, but you hang out with too many Americans. 5 or 6, you probably ride a route to the bottle load to bum dozzers and goon.
Oh. I haven't bumped a dozen for ages.
No. So this is...
What have they sent us, Martin?
Hot sauce.
Oh, it's hot sauce.
Yeah, man.
This bottle of hot sauce contains 1 tomato, a lime, 3 oranges, a knob of ginger, an apple, a carrot, 2 red peppers, a few cloves of Australian garlic, handful of goji berries. Yum, that sounds
Aussie hot
delicious.
sauce. I feel like we've come across you guys before, like way back when, and but thanks for sending it. This is awesome.
And you know what's amazing about you is that Bunsters got in touch with us, but COCA-COLA didn't.
Yeah, good on you, dudes.
So far.
So this is
well done. That's
green and
really
gold
cool.
hot sauce, jalapeno. This is black label hot sauce, and this one is called Shit the Bed.
Oh, shit the bed.
Remember Shit the Bed?
Yeah, I think I've have you ever done that?
What, had the sauce or
Yes,
shit the bed?
Either.
I don't know if I shit the bed, but I've had the sauce.
Come on, Martin, just being honest with the people.
Probably when I was a kid.
Yeah. So recently, actually, you know what? That's for next week. This is 12 out of 10. No, because I actually...
12 out of 10?
Yeah, it's 12 out of 10
What's
hotness.
that box?
That's next week, Martin.
Okay.
All right, everybody, there it is. To finish the show, of course, it will be Random Eat Bag. All right, every week on the show we try and explore the world by exploring our mouth holes and the tastes that go into it. We're going to try the Bunsters original hot sauce. There's nothing to put it on except these chocolates that we had from last week. So I'm going to have hot sauce on a Turkish delight.
I'm having hot sauce
Martin's
on a
going
Milky
to have
Bar.
hot sauce on the Milky Bar Kid. Ooh! You ready?
No, I'm doing it. I don't want to kill myself. Here we go.
Just give it a good little bit on there.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's about twice as much as I would have.
Ooh.
But well done to you, Martin. Here we go, a little hot sauce Turkish delight.
You can see that.
Thanks for sending us this. I'm going to tell people how hot it is. What are you doing, Martin?
I'm just taking a little video so they can get an idea of what you got
Here we
going
go.
on here.
Are you ready, Martin? Here we go.
look at
Hot
that.
sauce on the Turkish delight.
Ready?
Thanks for watching the show, and
That combination is just there.
that's delicious.
That's really good. Burns coming though.
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, burns coming.
That's the right amount of hot. It's
Bird's eye chilies.
it's getting hot in it. That's borderline, but that's a great place
That's
to
all right.
be.
No, that's good. I'm good with this. I actually don't mind chili and heat.
It is skimming the comfort zone, isn't
If
it?
you go Thai or Indian or whatever, I'm happy for the heat to be cranked up. But there is a point where it just blows your face off.
It probably tastes better not on a chocolate, doesn't it? But that's pretty good.
Actually, it tastes pretty good.
Oh, really good.
Dude, I'm going to give that a whirl on something that actually deserves some chili.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Delicious.
just hit the back of my throat.
Thank you, whoever sent us that. I'm assuming it's Bunsters.
Yep, good on you.
That's the show for another week. Thank you very much for watching. Keep your eyeballs out on the main Mighty Car Mods channel for all the things. There's a bunch of social medias below of the different things. You can follow those. Thank you very much. See you next week. And
don't forget, next time you're in an aeroplane, remember where your food's coming from, but more importantly, where it's going to next.
grab a Mighty Car Mods hat if you want to support the show. We will pack it. And then we're including free cards.
Playing cards, mate.
Playing cards,
Yeah.
which have got
Because
original Mighty Car Mods artworks on them.
all the casino poker homies always got hats and sunnies and they play cards.
Yeah.
Start a pack.
We're going to send you
Gamble
something for free.
responsibly.
Get on it. All right, see you people. Bye.